So preparing to stream live, setting up meeting for YouTube live. Okay, we are live.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this session of um, Coding with Team Lead Foundation. So, we are all welcome. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
so as I said earlier, we are going to be creating a website, a very simple website, so that um, from there we can go ahead and then do a lot. Okay. So first of all, I would want us to create a new folder on our desktop and then name it as anything. So after creating the folder, let's uh, just click on Windows plus R so that we can go to the command prompt. We want to give a command. Windows R, then you type CMD, which means command. Then you press enter. Okay. CMD. Okay, please, are we all here on this page? So
Yes, please. Yes.
we want to open the folder we created, and mine is on the desktop. So I'll just cd desktop, and then I named my folder blog. So you just do it like that. Now we want to open it in Visual Studio Code. So we type code space and then full stop, and we press enter to open it in Visual Studio.
Wow.
Okay, so now before we continue, I want to show you the sample of the sample of websites we want to build, and I have it like this. This is a very simple website. So we have blog, and then we have our navigation bar, home, about, register, read, and then contact. And then we also have, this is my blog here. Then there is a lot to read and learn from here. So you can explore and then you can subscribe. So this is a very simple thing we want to do. Okay, so let's go back to Visual Studio Code. Let's add a file called index.html. So we name the file as index.html. Let's add another course style.css. I believe these are not new. We've been doing this almost every time. Okay. So we all know to begin an
Yes. Yes.
HTML document,
Yes.
we type our doc type, HTML, and everything. So we are using the shots. Okay, so this is it. Let's blog. Okay. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
So we want to and we do that in the head. So we'll link it here. Okay, so link ref. Please, I hope you are following.
Yes, please.
Style sheet href. And then it's style.c. .css. Okay. Control S. So now we have this. So let's create a division class. A division class called navbar. Now let's go to our style and then add styles to our web page. The asterisk here means all. So for all, we want a margin of 0, a padding, 0, and then font family, sans serif. Okay.
Is it call? Is it call? Não tem vídeo call, crowd.
Let's change this one to
Mommy.
Anna. Then we go to style to give attributes or styles to the banner here. So it's that banner. Then let's add width 100%. Height. Let's give it a height of VH. And then background image. Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay, for this one, you just choose any style. Like it depends on you, how you want the style to be. So let's copy this and then paste it here. Okay. Now let's add the URL to it. And this is the background image we want for our website. So I saved my image here and I named it blo.jpg. So that's the link I'm going to paste here. So blo.jpg. Okay. Now let's copy the path here and run it in a live server and see. So after running it, this is my background image, as you can see. Okay, so let's go back to VS Code. Okay. So now we want to give it attributes. So now let's start with the navigation bar. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is the name of my website. So I'm giving it a reference, and then the class is called, let's say, logo. I want to name it BLOG. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a list. So first of all, add an unordered list. And then okay. Let's reference it hash, and then we give it a name called home. So there's our home. So this our home. Now we want to create other lists such as about, register, read, and then contact. So what we will do right now is to duplicate what we have and then just change the name. So to do that is Shift Alt and then the down arrow key. Okay, this is more than 5, so I'll take one off. So now we have our home, about, and then register, and then read and contact. So let's save it and run it in the live server. Okay. So now this is what we have. We have blog, home, about, register, read, and contact. But then it is not yet looking like what we are looking for here. It doesn't yet look like this. We have blog, home, about, register, read, contact. So that's what we want to do, but it's not ordered. So now let's give it a style from our sheet. Visual Studio Code. We want to add styles to the navigation bar. So we reference it .nav bar. And then we open our braces. So let's give it a width of, let's say, 85%. And then margin. Let's give it auto margin. And then padding. Pixels and 0. Let's see. So the display is, let's say, flex. And then align items, center. Space between. Okay, let's save it in. Now let's rerun it and see what we get. Okay. So now we have the blog here and then the home, about, register, read, contact showing here. Okay, so now we want to arrange them linearly here and then eliminate the styles given by them, UL, UI. So now we'll create another style for UL and UI. Okay. So since the UL and UI are in the nav bar, we reference it here and then we add a UL LI. So we say list style none. And then display should be inline block. And then give it a margin. 14 pixels. Position relative. So let's save this one and rerun it and see. Okay, so now we have the list showing linearly here. I hope we get it. Please, are we following? Okay, so let's go on. Now we want to get rid of the we want to change how the navigation list is looking like. So we want to edit or add styles to the texts. So since our text is in A, we reference the navigation bar ULLI, and then we reference A because that's how the list is in. So the text decoration will let go of the items being underlined. So let's make it none. And then let's add color. Let's say white. And then text transform. We want everything to be in uppercase. Let's save it and rerun it and see. Okay. So now we have this one looking like how we want it to be. Okay. So now let's go ahead and edit or add style to our blog here. So back to our styles.css. From here, we gave our blog a style name logo. So that's what we are going to edit or add style to. So we call them dot logo and then display block, display block, text decoration, none. And then let's give it a color. Mm, okay, that's the color we want to use. And then font size, 2 okay. Padding, 1 rem, and then 0. So let's give it a margin of 0 and let's say 130 pixels. And then the font family, you can give it any font family that you want. So I'll choose this. Let's save it and then rerun it and see how it's going. So now this is what we have. We've decorated our blog and then our home, about, register, read, and then contact. Now we can see that from okay, from this is how we want the look to be. See the transformation when I I just use the pointer on it. Please, are you following? Okay. So now we want to add this transformation to our text. So let's go back to our styles.css. So we say dot navbar ul li after content, and then the height 3 pixels, the width should be 0. You decorate it as you want it to look like. So let's add a background color. And then let's use the same color as we used for this one. Okay. Okay. Position absolute. Okay. button. And the transition should be 0.5 seconds. So let's save it. Okay, we've saved it now. Now we see the home, about, register, read, content. And then nothing happens because we have to add another element to our code. So let's go back to our style.css. So .navbar ULLI. Over. Let's add weight of 100% to it. Okay. Now let's go back to website. Okay. So now we have our home. Okay, let me run it. We have our home, about, register, read, content, contact, and the transition has been applied. The left we use is now making it to start from the left to the right. So it starts from the left to the right. Mhm. Okay. So let's go ahead and add these elements to our code. Okay. So back to our Visual Studio Code and to our HTML index.html. We want to let's create another division class called content. That's the content of the main things in our code. So we have a text called heading 1. So this is my blog. This is my blog. And then let's add a paragraph. There is a lot to learn, to read and learn from here. There. It's a lot to read and learn from here. Okay. Okay, so after this, we want to add two buttons. That's the explore and the subscribe buttons. So let's create a division class. Let's create a division for this, and then button. Okay, that's button. Now button is called, the first one is explore. Let's make a copy. That's shift alt down arrow, and then make this one subscribe. 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 Let's save it. And let's add this one, span. So let's run it and see how it's looking like. So we have this, and we can see that it is not styled, and even the position is not what we are looking for. So we now have to go to our style.css and add the style to our content. So back to our Visual Studio and to style.css. Let's add another style called content. Okay. So we have width of, let's say, 100%, and position to be absolute. And then top 50%, transform. Text align, want it to be center. And then the color should be white. And so white. So now we want to run it and see how it's looking like here. So refresh it, and this is what we have. Still, we are not done with the decoration. We want it to come here. So let's continue. So from content, we have our heading 1. Let me see. So from the index.html, we have heading 1. This is my blog. So that's what we want to edit. Or let's change the heading 1 to heading 2 so that it will be a bit smaller. Control F. So heading 2, we want to edit heading 2. Font size 50 pixels and margin top 80 pixels. Okay. Let's also edit the paragraph of our content. Margin. And then our font weight. Line height 25 pixels. Okay. Let's see the transformation. Okay. It's still not in the center, so let's minimize this. Okay, let's continue. I want to edit the button. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So the width of, as for styling, you do it the way you want it to be.
Okay.
So the padding, 15 pixels. Text alignment, center. Margin. Let's add the border pixels. and then font weight. Should be bold. Two pixels, and then solid. Then want the color to be as, let's say this one. And then the background should be transparent. Transparent. I want the color to be white.
I cannot see what you are coding. I don't know if it is from my side.
What of the others? Can everyone see?
Because we can see from the browser what you are copying, but from the VS Code, we can't see what you are coding. I don't know if it is from my side. So.
Oh, okay. Can you see now? Please, can you see now?
Yes, I can see now.
Okay, sure. Thank you. You do. Okay. So now let's edit the span. Background should be this. Height 100%. Width 0. Then border radius of 25 pixels. Position absolute. Then left 0. Bottom should be 0. Z index -1. And all these are important. Yeah. Fine. Okay. So button over this is a transition for when you use your, when the, let's say the cursor touches the content. That's called hover. What transition do you want to see? That's the hover. So span width
Okay.
is 100%, 100, and then button okay. Let's save it and see. Now let's go back to our code, and then this is what we have. Okay, so it's like this one is not appearing in the middle. So let me see what is ongoing here. So back to our styles. So then content. Okay. The width position top transform. Okay. Translate Y. Okay. Control F. Let's rerun it and see. Okay, so now we have this subscribe, but the Explore is not really showing. Let's see what's with the Explore. So from the button, okay, let's go to our index.html. Button class button is fine. Explore. Okay. So now I think this is what we wanted to do today. Now we are done. So we have this one, our home about register, home about register, read, contact. And then this is my blog. Explore. Have you seen the transition that when you hover the mouse cursor on this one, an action occurs in this one too. Okay. So right now, what I want us to do as an assignment is to populate the home, about, register, read, and then contact. So what we are going to do is we create new files from our HTML. So from our HTML, we create a new file here called home. Let's make it lowercase, called home, and then we populate it with our contents. So what your home will be about, and then create another one for about. We also create another one for read, and then we create another one for contact. We we create another one for register. So for the registration, it's going to be Google Forms. Sorry, it's going to be HTML and CSS form. So from what we've learned in our previous videos, I want us to produce a nice form for this one, our register. And then we've also learned how to link them to our ATML. We just reference them in our index.html. So for home, oh, okay, sorry, and we were saying .html. So everything that we name will be .html. So we create a file called home.html. Another one about.html. Create one for contact.html. Register html. Okay, we got about home, register, and then read.html. So this is what we are going to do. So for instance, if you go to home, let's say this is just a sample. So welcome. And then we save it. So now we want to reference this home page in our index.html. So we reference it here. So we have home.html. And let's run it and see. Okay, log home. Okay. So basically, I hope we understand what I wanted us to do. So after clicking home, I want the welcome page to show. So okay, so this what this is the end of today's class. I think we are done. So the assignment is what I want us to do. We populate each of these with information. So you add your contact details and then you just write something, or you can just copy and then register will give you a registration page. Just register with, I don't know how you want it to be, but you can say username and then password or email or anything, and then about is about your website. So home will just bring you back to this page. So this is the end of today's class. And please, are there any questions? Please, do you have any questions that you want to ask?
Questions to ask.
Please.
To ask.
Please, are there any questions?
Hello. Hello.
Okay. So I'll hand if she's around.
My network is failing.
Hello, Victoria. Hello, Victoria.
Yes, Bella.